Shopal, what I also want to know from you is that at this stage, would you say, whatever the reasons might be, yes, she might be a little concerned with the left and she has lived through the left but that can't be taken as a reason for her future course of action, even if that is the driving concern. Is West Bengal today being driven towards the status of a laughing stock? Because every other day there is this sort of a news. The CPM might have been blamed for a few democratic aberrations as well, but they weren't as so jocular in nature as what is happening with the TMC.
Well, I think you're perfectly right. Once the media gets hold of you and thinks that it's, you're a soft target, each excess is exaggerated.
Is Mamta a soft target?
It's blown out of proportion, and Mamta is now a sitting duck target.
Okay.
And you couldn't have dreamt of a better target than Mamta.
Okay.
But the tragedy of the whole thing is, yes, West Bengal is generating at present into being an object of mockery. So that's to anyone who has any concern for governance will be bothered about that. You see, there was anger against left front rule, but I don't think anyone treated them as a joke, because they were far too brutal and barbaric to be treated as a joke.
Yes.
If people say that there was no violation of democratic rights in West Bengal, and that anything which happened can be overcome because we are being contrite about it, I think really that belongs to another level of discourse where people go from correctness to correctness, and where only police firing Nandigram. You're completely glossing over the fact that it was basically it was an armed action of the cadres.
Yes.
So what was called Kader Raj in West Bengal,
propaganda,
we can debate about
propaganda.
You see,
that's fine.
Okay. Shopal, go ahead.
People who airbrush individuals out of history must be knowing what propaganda is all about. So let's not talk about the Marxist credentials about it.
Okay.
But I think, which is very important, is that Mamta Banerjee has not yet been able to effect the transition from being a rebel, from being a doughty anti-Marxist crusader, to becoming someone who's got her grip on the administration. She's looking at every micro detail. She's made her Council of Ministers into virtual ciphers.
Yes.
She's taking on very petty, trivial issues. Her focus is all wrong.
Okay.
And at the end of the day, when she gets attacked for that, she gets into a state of defensiveness and calls it conspiracy.
Okay.
Now what we are seeing is that sort of a paranoia creeping in. And mind you, Mamta Banerjee is not the first person who talked about conspiracy.
Yes.
I mean, the entire history of Indira Gandhi is one series of talking about one conspiracy after another.
Okay.
So we do see that sort of a situation, and I think it's regrettable, and I don't think it's doing West Bengal any good.
Absolutely.
It's not doing the Trinamool Congress any good, and I think there are some people who are quietly manipulating things behind the scenes, who are having a good laugh and hoping expectantly that their time will come once.
Okay, completely running out of time. Prashanjit also completely running out of time. Shopal, many thanks. Perhaps you hit it on the head when you said that at the end of the day, whether be it the CPM or the TMC, it's the people of West Bengal who were looking for change. They haven't got that change 11 months down the line, just 1 month shy of actually that inauguration when Kolkata and West Bengal actually erupted in joy and hoped for a change. That change obviously not visible. Mamta Banerjee focusing on the irrelevant, not looking at the important.